Good morning. My name is Howard. Welcome to Friday. It's October 9th, and we got a nice big positive day coming up. So, watch this episode as I show you how to win with money. Before I start this episode today, I would like to cover what you're watching and why I do what I'm doing. Some people ask if I'm a day trader, options trader, or whatever. Most of my videos are on options, but let me try to explain something. My philosophy is much more simpler. What some people call a classic buy and hold investor. I do very little trades per year, maybe under 5 or 10. Most of what I do is indexing, ETF, or the other strategy that I've been using for over 20 years is what some call DGI, which stands for Dividend Growth Investing. I've been collecting dividends for over 20 years. What I didn't know is over those years of me collecting dividend paying companies, I should have been writing covered calls using options to earn an additional income. And this is the reason why I do these videos now. You can be a really boring investor using something as simple as indexing using S&P 500, the spiders, and you can still write cover calls against those. And anyway, if you have any other questions, I will probably make more videos in the future covering it. But before we go on, the market is not open yet. You can see I'm going to refresh this. Market is supposed to open up. There's some stuff here. I do own Xilinx. I have a cover call that will probably not really work out against, will not work in my favor. And I also have an iron condor on Xilinx that I did earlier this week. So I have to see how I'm going to fix that trade. Gilead, I happen to have a couple shares of Gilead. I do have a cover call on that. And I think this one I'm okay. Even with the dollar move for today, I think I'm still going to make money on that, and I think I'm going to make even more next week when I roll whatever I have. So anyway, with that, I'm just waiting for the market to open to do my first trade. So let's get ready for some action. Welcome back. And we can see the market just opened. And the first thing I'm going to do, hit the refresh. You can see the green arrows are pointing up, waiting for the refresh. And then let's see what happens. Ooh, okay. Bank of America shooting up. Look at this. I can wait and see what happens, or do I roll this forward? Let's see how much I would get if I roll forward. I may want to wait to the end of the day and see what happens because the price will drop. If it stays under 25.50, this will go down, and then I can roll forward for a much larger. And I'll probably roll forward and I'll roll up because there is a earnings on the 14th. If you go to Earnings Whisper, punch in Bank of America here, you can see there's an earnings period. So this is why there's a spike. I would probably roll up anyway, but I'm not going to do Bank of America right now. So let's just skip that for right now. Let's move on to the next one. We'll leave out. Here you go. This one is expiring today, and obviously this price is wrong. There's probably no volume. I already made my money. You see I collected $55. Let's just take the row. And next week, oh, this is so horrible. You see this? I can't make a living on $3, right? So let's roll down 6 cents. Let's pop up. Let's pop up Power ETrade. Punch in CF. And let's see what the odds are for next week at a 34.50. I just want to check the odds real quick. Next week will be, here you go, remove this one. 34.50 is a 13% chance. I may, and it's not worth it again, I may want to roll it up to a 20% chance, right, of being wrong, which means 80% in my favor. So I may want to do that. That's a 34, I believe. And let's try to nibble at a $20 row. Make $18 if it's good. Preview the order. Okay, we're on to the next one. Now, hang on. That I don't care if it goes through or not. I'm just going to move on to the next one. It's a little bit slow. Okay, let's take a look at Editas, and you see this been hot since Monday. Obviously, I've been caught on the wrong side on even on this cover call. You see, I did a trade literally 2 days ago. Let me just check what my options are right now, and let me see when is earnings. I may want to get ahead of this one, November 5th. Okay, so let me explain what happened. I did a trade earlier for a cover call. I absolutely made nothing, and then the stock literally took off this week. So in order for me to minimize, right, I still want to make some money on this, and then I have no idea. This thing may pop up, and then at some point you will never catch up. So I'm happy rolling up and out another week and collecting. I'm just trying to look at the math here. Let's try to get 80 cents. I don't think that will work, but we'll put it in. Okay, none of those are today, so it's okay. And then let's take a look at what else we can do in order. Okay, I'm okay here. Nothing to do here. There's still time left on this one. Nothing I can do here. This is still gonna go up. Banks are okay. Play, I think I'm good. I think I already have an order for this one to roll up, but that looks good. My spiders look fine. My visas look fine, and I haven't done anything here. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the open orders, and we'll try to get those executed. Let's go here. It's 50 cents. We'll drop it to 60, and then we'll see what happens as we're going through the orders. Okay. Let's go CF. You see this? I may have to drop this one down. Let's see. We'll do that for CF. My play was already sitting out there. I leave some out there just in case. This is not going to get executed because you can see that, which is fine. Okay, let's go back to Bank of America. You see, let me hit the refresh. It's refreshing. I'm going to show you what's going on with Bank of America. And you can see Bank of America, right? It's settling out. You can see the price is actually going down. I don't want to get rid of my option at $5. I want to roll it for $1 or $2 into next week. So what I'll do is I'll calculate that, and we'll see what happens. If the price moves up, it's not going to work. If the price stays here toward the end of the day, remember the time value of the contract goes to 0, so these will go down in price. If this goes above my strike price, obviously this is not going to work. But I do want to roll up and out. Now, if you think about this, my percentages are going to be horrible for next week, and I'll show you that real quick. If you punch in Bank of America for next week, there is an earnings, and I have it at 25.50 right now. You see the odds for next week. Even if I roll it up to a 26.50, you see the odds. I mean, I'm moving it away, as in increasing my chances of winning, but the premiums get smaller and smaller. I may do that anyway. So that's what I'm looking at. And then I'm doing the math, right? If I can collect 20 cents, I'm not willing to give up the 5 or 6 cents right now. So I'm going to go on a higher. So this one we'll do a net credit. We'll do a limit order. I think I can get, right, as time goes on today, I think I can get 18 cents, right? Which means $2 or $3. And then we'll see what happens. So I'll put that good for today. This will not go through. So I won't get a chance to record this because I normally end my recording within the first few minutes of trading each trading day. So let's see what we can do to make some trades go through. Okay, I moved on. I switched to Gilead. You can see my current positions in Gilead. This is a different account, and you can see that this is going to expire worthless today. It's not going to hit $66 even on an update today. So I already made money, right? I collected $28 minus my commissions. So I'm going to roll this forward, close this out, collect money. Now here's the problem. This has been on the news recently with the drug Redesivir. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to ladder this, or I'm going to try to collect some price here. This one may shoot up. We'll see what happens next week. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm happy with collecting another 20. Good for today. Here you go. We'll do the preview order, and then that's it with that trade. While we're waiting for the last trade to go through, I went and looked at another trade of mine, MetLife. Let me show you what happened here. You see this? I have an option contract expiring for today at $40 and $40.50. Okay, I'm back. I see what I did. Actually, I think I made a mistake when I did this trade. Normally I do a covered call, but actually I went and did a long call, and it cost me $20. But I guess I got lucky because normally I don't play long calls. It's worth more, so I'm gonna take the profit. I will take the profit on this, and because that was a mistake, I will even take less. So normally what I do is I do a cover call. Let me check something real quick with MetLife. I want to see when the earnings. Okay, that's fine. So what I'll do is, you see, I must have did this mistake where I left it as a buy to open, which means I did a long call. What I normally need to do is do a sell to open, do a cover call. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me see if I made money on that. Fix my other position. It's still open. I'll lower that and I'll get the proceeds. And then I'm going to create a cover call for next week. Let's check the percentages. Okay, here you go. The calendar for next week. It's at 40 right now. The odds. MetLife is such a slow moving company, and I have an iron condor on it, so I may just go with, let's do this 4150, and let's do that 4150. Low odds, collect a premium. This one you pick the mid. We'll do in between, which, right, 19 cents. Okay. Okay, now we got to get the other stuff across. Okay, my MetLife went across for 19. This one did not go across. Let's take the profit off the table and run. Oh, it dropped. You see that? This thing may only catch. Let's try the 23 here. Remember, that was a mistake. I normally do not go do a long call. And then this is, you move that down to the midpoint. We'll get that closed. And then let's clean up some other stuff. So just bear with me. I'm going to try to breeze through this as quick as I can. Okay, look what happened. These trades did go across. The MetLife, I did finally sell it. Remember, I did an accident. That was the long call. I got rid of it. Didn't make any money when you minus the commissions. Gilead, I did roll them up. You see that? I rolled it out 1 week, up and out. So I rolled it out 1 week and up in strike price. Collected a net premium of $16. Right? Here's another one. MetLife for next week. You see that? Cover call. Another $18, $19. So anyway, I'm still waiting for this. These I had to adjust the price. I had that open. There's no volume here. This is going to expire worthless. You see that? It was 35. It's trading at $31. So this is not going to get executed. Bank of America, we're really close. I set it on an 18, and you can see that the price is moving closer. So this will probably get executed on its own. I don't need to lower the price. Anyway, I'm not going to wait 5 hours and show you what happens. but you can see what I'm doing with cover calls. And then later in the day, if I do some other stuff to clean up some of my other trades, I'm going to show you that. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I know that was quick and furious, and I was trying to do all that in the first 10 or 15 minutes of the trading day, and you can see what I did. Again, a few trades went through, collected some premiums, wrote some cover calls forward. And I love cover calls. A lot of people say, why do cover calls? It's boring. You're collecting a few pennies. And I always answer, one is I write cover calls for the income. Second is I roll them forward and I roll them up. So my shares don't get called away. They just don't. And I'm a long-term buy and hold investor. So I love keeping my shares, and that's what I do. Anyway, hope you like this video. Press subscribe and the like button, and have a profitable day. Thank you.